and welcome to Financial Zula, where we give you information, insight, and tips on just about any financial topic in and around Namibia. In today's video, we will be digging into side hustling and side hustles, or as some people call them, moonlighting or part-time jobs. So that's what today's video is all about. So before we get into the video, please remember that none of my videos constitute financial advice, and if you are looking for financial advice, please speak to a certified financial advisor. Let's get into side hustles. Okay, let me first get you up to speed with what a side hustle is. Okay, as you hear it in the title, side hustle is something on the side, right? Something that you get into to get extra income. That is, you have a main job, you have something that takes up most of your time, you have something that you spend your whole day on, like your 8 to 5, or if you have like a day job, your day job, and then a side hustle is something that you do on top of that. So it's something that you have on the side, your little side dish there to get you some extra income. So why do we need side hustles? Like, what is the purpose of a side hustle? Like, why do people get into side hustles? Like, it's obvious, but the obvious is not always obvious. But if you think about it, as people, we always need extra money, we always need extra income, because honestly, the money is just never enough. So that's really why we get side hustles. You have your day job and you get like a salary, or if it's business then you get your income, and it's just not enough to keep you going. It's not enough for those little extra fun things you want to do. So that's why you would get into a side hustle, just to bring in a little bit more money. For if you want to make investments, then you have a little bit more to invest. If you want to spend more, then you have a little bit more to spend. Another reason why people start side hustles is it could be a starting point for a great business in the future. So it's, like I said, it's a starting point. You start nice and small, where you give it a little bit of time, and then eventually it grows, and then you spend more time on it, and it brings you more income, and sometimes it starts bringing in more income than your day job, and then you get into it, and then it becomes a business. Potential is there. So this is another reason why people start side hustles. Other reasons for side hustles include just exploring your passions, just doing something that you really love. So you might love your day job, but then there's other things that you love, and then side hustles give you a chance to also explore those other things that you love. So what are the side hustle deciding factors? Like, how do you decide whether you are ready to start a side hustle or not? So the first deciding factor is time. Okay, side hustles are like a game of priorities. Like, you're gonna need a lot of time, and you're going to either prioritize it, or after your day job and after what you already have as a priority, you're gonna have to add it to your list of priorities, and then you're going to have to put in a lot of time to it. Not necessarily a lot of time. Okay, take this, right? If your side hustle is gonna take 3 hours and your time allows you to have 3 hours to do the side hustle, then you have more than enough time. But if your side hustle is gonna take like 40 hours and you don't have 40 hours, then yeah, you might not want to get into that side hustle, because you're not going to have time for it. Even if you prioritize it, you probably won't be able to get to it, because there's other things in your day. Like, remember, it's a side hustle, right? So it's something that you do on the side. It's not your main job, and it's not your main stream of income. So your main stream of income is going to take up most of your day, and you're not going to make 40 hours apart from your main stream of income for your side hustle. So make sure that the time that is required for your side hustle, you have it somewhere in your schedule, and you can always make that time. And when you make it a priority, you have enough time for it. Another deciding factor when getting into a side hustle is money. When I speak about money, I'm not talking about the money you're going to make, okay? This is the money that you have to invest before you start making money. This is the money that you put into the side hustle to make the side hustle work for you. So when I speak of money, I mean the investment that you're going to make into your side hustle. So the money that you're going to maybe pay for training. For example, if your side hustle requires skills and you need to acquire those skills in order to start it, then, and you need training to get those skills, then sometimes, or most of the time, you're going to have to pay for that training. So the money that you're going to pay for the training, maybe the money that you're going to pay for the equipment that you're going to use for your side hustle, maybe the money that you are going to just pay for your stock. If you're going to sell, like, you're not going to just start off with money, all right? So you need to invest some money into it. And like with side hustles, right, the investment that you make into your side hustle, the money that you initially put into it, will determine just how serious you are with your side hustle. It will determine how serious you're going to be with your side hustle. It's going to determine whether you're going to put time into the side hustle, whether you're going to just take it seriously in general. Because if you've put some money into it, you're definitely going to want to see some results from there. So you need to first figure out if you have the money to invest into your side hustle, and if you do, whether it's enough for everything. And guys, like, I have to say this, okay? Sometimes your side hustle requires you to buy like a lot of equipment or to invest a lot of money, and sometimes you don't like have all the money and you're like, okay, now I can't start anymore because I don't have enough to start. You know, like, you can start small, right? If you are, for example, going to be an online tutor, right? Your side hustle is on online tutoring, and you just have like a nice little laptop, but you don't have all the other lights and everything that will help your tutoring business flourish further. You know, you don't have to push yourself to get all those things before you can start. Sometimes you can just use your little webcam on your laptop, and then you can start with a bigger webcam later when the money starts flowing in. You don't have to start with everything, unless it's like training where you can't get your training if you haven't paid your full costs. Then in that case, maybe. But like, if it's things that require stock, you can't expect to buy, like, if you're going to be selling bags, you already want to buy 100 bags for your first sale, or for your first, or starting off your business. You know, you can really start off by selling 10 bags, and you get more income, then you buy 10 more bags. Yes, it's a bit harder, but it's okay. It's your starting point. You don't have to start like up there with 100 bags, you know. Okay, so the final deciding factor when doing a side hustle is what side hustle to do. Like, how do you decide what side hustle to do? I would say go for something that you are interested in, something that you are good at, all right? So what this does is, if you do something that you're good at and something that you're interested in, you are most likely to keep it going. If you just choose a side hustle because somebody else is doing it and now you also want to do it, but you're not interested in it, you will fall out of that side hustle very quickly. So choose something that you are interested in and something that you are good at, that keeps you motivated, something that, like, it just lights you up. You know, when you do it, you're like, I love doing this and I'm interested in it, and this is really what I'm willing to do or spend my extra time on. That way you choose a really good side hustle. And another thing is, you're not limited to like one side hustle. You can do 3 side hustles, but don't start 3 side hustles at the same time. Start one side hustle, let it pick up a bit, and then you can see if you can fit in another one, and then when you can fit in another one, then you fit in another one. And also remember all those other things, like, do you have time for all 3, and is your day, the rest of your day, enough for all 3? So think of those things when you want to do multiple side hustles. And then like sometimes what you do is just sit back and you see, what do I do with my free time? Like, what do I do when I come from work? What do I do on weekends? And then look at those things and see if you can make you money, right? And that's also a good deciding factor for side hustles. If you come home and you do laundry, and that can become like a monetized item, like it can become your side hustle if you can do laundry for other people and then they pay you, you know. So think of like things that you do in your free time, things that you're interested in, things that you are good at, all right? And you are not limited to one side hustle. And then when you're also deciding what side hustle to do, always remember, like, what is your reason for getting into the side hustle? Are you just doing something you really love and like you're hoping it makes you some money? Or are you doing it where you're like, I'm doing this because I want to make money, and by the end of the year I would have made like 100,000 from this side hustle? Think about your reason for doing the side hustle, because that will also drive what side hustle you get into. And we have made it to the end, my favorite part of the video. That's why I have my notes out. I'm even showing you guys my notes. Ad break. Anyway, guys, so this is the part where I give you 10 side hustles in Namibia that are currently working and people are into. They're really popular, so you can look into these. So side hustle number 1 is catering or baking, right? So this side hustle is like really popular. People making lunch packs, people catering for events. Like if you are good at cooking and you love cooking and your food is really tasty, you know. I have a friend that like really can cook and she has good cooking, but homegirl is like, I'm not side hustling with that cooking, but like it can work. It can work. Okay, so the second side hustle is doing nails or doing hair. So people that know how to do hair, like some people, it's natural, like it comes natural. I'm not those people, guys. Like, yo, I've tried but failed. So if you're good at doing, like you have the talent, share it with the world, you know. Start your side hustle doing hair. Like doing nails, that requires training, yeah. But once you get the training, I think you're good to go. There's like plenty of people that also love their nails done, and you know, I'm not those plenty of people yet. But yeah, side hustle number 3 is preparing tax returns. Okay, this is now like the side hustle that like where you are a professional or you studied this tax thing and you're like, I want to do tax returns for businesses and for individuals. That's also a side hustle, guys. Like apply your skills. Don't let them just stay there in your head or stay back there, varsity, you know, you can use them. So if you know how to do tax returns, you can also do a side hustle where you prepare tax returns for people, all right? Side hustle number 4 is doing business registrations, okay? Like where you help businesses or people register their businesses, small businesses, or their CCs. Go around and do the admin for people, you know, and they pay you for doing the admin for them. That's also a side hustle. Okay, that's like, it mostly works if you have a lot of time, like you're free for the daytime, because that's mostly when these things can happen. So you can do such a side hustle. And then side hustle number 5 is selling goods, right? This is where you buy stuff and you sell it to other people. Like you order stuff from like other countries. I don't want to just specifically say China, because there's like a lot of other places where you can order stuff, and then you come and resell it here. You know, you do the hard work of online shopping, the hard work of having things shipped, the hard work of paying for the VAT, and then, you know, you just sell to other people here. That can also be a side hustle. Side hustle number 6 is selling things now, but this time you have made the things, right? So people that make like jewelry, that make even shoes, some people even make branded clothes, you know, and then they sell those. So that can also be a side hustle. Side hustle number 7 is tutoring, sharing your knowledge with the world. You know, like if you were so good at this module in varsity and you know, this module kills people, but you are really good at it, then go out and share your knowledge with other people. People are struggling and they are willing to pay somebody to help them out. So yeah, tutoring is an option. And then side hustle number 8 is home services. I mentioned this earlier. If you like cleaning, like doing laundry, that can also become a stream of income. It can also make you some money. Side hustle number 9 is digital social media marketing. This is when you're a graphics person and you're like able to create posters and do all these great Photoshop things, you know. Or if you just run other people's social media pages, that's also a side hustle. You know, if you have free time and you're like this great content creator and you're able to bring out or make a page stand out on social media. Okay, side hustle number 10 is social media for yourself, right? So this is where, like YouTube, this is dear to my heart. So you can venture into YouTube. You can become a TikToker, like you can really do that. Insta celeb or whatever they're called, and like you can really venture into becoming somebody on social media and become an influencer. You know, that's also a side hustle. A bit difficult, but you can get there. And yeah, that was the final side hustle. I just want to mention that you are not limited to these side hustles. You don't have to do what other people are doing to make money. Like you can also come up with your own way of making money, you know. If you have other side hustles that I haven't mentioned here, comment in the comment box below and share with the rest of Namibia what other side hustles are working in the country. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us in this video, and yeah, continue to like and subscribe and share the videos, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, so Financial Zula viewers, if you are new to Financial Zula, welcome to Financial Zula, and Please subscribe if you're interested in financial topics and financial, related topics in and around Namibia. This is your platform, and if you love our content, please do subscribe, like, share with your friends, and they will also get to see these amazing financial topics that we talk about on this channel. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again for this video. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, comment. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.